When we talk about Hall of Famer, he's a Hall of Famer. But nobody has the remedy on how to beat Floyd Mayweather. Don't let them trick you into getting your ass whooped again.
I'm still young, so and I'm always active with this sport. So what I have done and accomplished in boxing, I think it's one of a kind, because to get a different weight division is not that easy.
Him and me, we taking care of our body, and we always work out almost every day and playing basketball like that. So right now, I still can fight. I feel like I'm still young. I mean, nothing changed.
Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao come face to face before their fight. Both icons with outstanding accomplishments are set to compete once more. Manny tells Floyd not to ignore his achievements, emphasizing that he also stands among the greatest in boxing history.
What I have accomplished in life, but I'm just saying this to repeat. You might forget that accomplishment. So to be the greatest boxer in the world is to know how to, of course, be compassionate and to show the people that you're really a fighter. That's what I can say a best fighter.
Mayweather states that the upcoming fight with Pacquiao is not about finances. Training and boxing still give him happiness and drive, and entering the ring continues to be something he genuinely loves.
I'm enjoying myself. I'm able to stay in shape, and whereas with a professional fight, like when you're training for all the top guys, you have to work extremely hard, and you have to work out extremely a lot. Meaning, you have to do between 5 and 8 mile runs. You have to work out in the swimming pool. You have to chop wood. You have to do a lot of sparring. You have to do. I mean, it takes a lot of bag work, hand specialists, masseurs. It takes a lot for a fight that's at a crazy high magnitude, with a super fight. But when it's an exhibition, you can come in the gym, you can work out, you can hit the bag, you can spar a little bit, you can do little light runs, you can have fun, you can travel the world and still do your workouts. And
at the same time, Pacquiao says he learned important lessons from their first meeting, which he plans to use strategically in this upcoming contest.
Learned a lot on that fight. Way back 2015, I think we become mature right now, and how to handle it, and I hope that it will not happen again, the way it is last 2015. It's the experience is not really 100%, but I'm hoping for this time around no more excuses, especially to my condition, and also for everything. I'm so excited and ready to the fight. Although before he wants an exhibition with me, but I disagree, and I want to fight with exhibition with him. I want to fight a real fight.
Rather than traditional pay-per-view, the fight reaches a huge worldwide audience through streaming subscriptions, sponsorship agreements, and merchandise sales, making it one of the biggest sporting events of the year.
People say the biggest fight in boxing history, if you don't adjust for inflation, et cetera, or tickets sold, et cetera. Joe Louis and Max Schmeling, the rematch, Ali and Frazier, the first fight. These were the biggest fights in boxing history. But Mayweather and Pacquiao was easily the biggest fight of its era, of the generation. And it was the highest grossing fight of all time.
Sure.
Because it had 4.4 million pay-per-view buys at $100 a pop. Do the math, right? It's interesting because Netflix is obviously in the business of, you said, eventizing.
Yes.
Everyone, they want enormous events that become shared experiences. In a way, in this day and age, partly because of delivery systems of content like Netflix, everything is so niche. Everything is so is so compartmentalized that there's very few shared experiences. It's one of the reasons that the NFL is such a big deal, because the NFL can get tens of millions of...
Oscar de la Hoya believes Floyd Mayweather Jr. will defeat Manny Pacquiao again, praising his top-level defense and ring control.
About Mayweather, you have to understand is he's always taken care of himself. Like, you know, his body, physically, mentally. He's always been very sharp and always staying in the gym and doing something physically, right? That's the big advantage he has. I mean, he's an athlete. He's a world-class athlete. You know, watching Pacquiao's last fight, yeah, you kind of feel bad. You kind of feel bad for him, and you know, even though he did win and he did, I guess, pull off a surprise in his last fight with a draw against the world champion, but still, you tend to kind of like feel bad because it's not the same Pacquiao. You know, it's definitely not the same Pacquiao I faced. That's for sure. The one that you know, put me on my stool.
He says Floyd's skill in avoiding punches and controlling the pace of the fight left opponents frustrated throughout his career.
Make it a real fight with the real rules, then yeah, it's an okay night for boxing.
Who would you back? Who do you think would win it? If it's a real fight, because that's what Pacquiao wants, it seems.
Yeah, I think Mayweather will. I think Mayweather will take it. Yeah.
Manny Pacquiao is now completely focused on boxing alone. Unlike the first fight, there are no distractions, and all attention is on training and preparation.
To know, do you plan to return to politics, or is boxing now your focus for the next few years?
First of all, I would like to congratulate all the fighters, the Filipinos who won the fight tonight. I'm proud of them, being a Filipino. And also, this is all I can say, that Pacman is back and the journey will continue. And about politics, forget about politics. I'm a private citizen right now. I want to live simple life, be giving inspiration and to help. I'm still helping other people. You know, that's my heart, to leave a legacy, because I always say this to everyone, the Filipino, especially the Filipino people. I want to create a legacy that I can leave behind when we're gone, because we're not forever in this world. We're just past.
Sean Porter says Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao remain elite because disciplined lifestyles and clean habits keep both legends active even at this age.
Floyd Mayweather, that's got to be a hard thing to do, and especially when you're 49 years old.
So there's some really good pros about it. You know, he's done some exhibitions. He's shown that he still has the abilities that he's had. They're clearly not what they used to be, but they're still there. You know, and then beyond that, the fact that he lives a good, clean life. You know, he has his fun, and what I like about him, and I'm a lot the same. We have fun without, I call it clean fun, right? Yeah. So we're out there, but we're not using the alcohol. We're not using, you know, the substances and all those other kinds of things. Yeah, we may stay up late once or twice a month, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, but what's the worst that can happen? And for someone like him, who he got everywhere he got because of this right here, that's never going to change for him, right? So he's just going to lock back in, and he'll literally be the Floyd.
Sean Porter points out the unique stakes of this matchup, highlighting how rare it is for a fighter like Floyd Mayweather to risk his perfect record at this point in his career. Despite the high risk, Porter shows confidence that Floyd's skill, discipline, and strategic mindset will help him maintain his undefeated record. It is the mix of experience, training, and a lifetime of smart decisions that makes Floyd dangerous even against younger opponents.
Massive risk though, Sean, even for Floyd, to put that 50-0 record, that unblemished record on the line. From that standpoint, are you surprised that they didn't do this as an exhibition, that it is a real deal sanctioned fight?
I'm not really surprised. I think that, again, when you get in the ring with Floyd, when you do a promotion against Floyd, when you have to deal with the business with Floyd, you grow, you learn. Manny has grown and learned the same way that we were notorious for saying Canelo became a different fighter after fighting Floyd. It's how it's supposed to go, you know? So I'm willing to bet that this sanctioned fight is Manny's team pushing against this and saying we need an actual fight against Floyd. If it's not an actual fight, it's nothing. And I think Floyd, you know, he just really believes in himself and knows that that O ain't going nowhere.
I'm not suggesting it's going to be like the same thing as it was.
This bout becomes more than simple entertainment. It turns into a test of legacy, a moment where reputations and records are truly on the line. Fans and analysts closely observe because every punch in each round matters. The result will either strengthen Floyd's legendary status even more or mark an unexpected change in his career. Porter describes the fight as a powerful mix of risk, skill, and history, ensuring the stakes are felt by everyone watching.
People will be into this, Sean. Will this captivate the sports world? It was dubbed the fight of the century last time. I know a lot of people ultimately weren't thrilled with the outcome, perhaps, or the action of the fight. Do you think people will be into this?
You know, boxing is known as having a walk-up crowd, right? So when you don't see a lot of pre-sold tickets, it's kind of like, I know the promoters, the business, they don't worry about it because they're like, night of, everybody's showing up. I got a feeling we're going to have a majority of the boxing world, of the sports world, everybody's going to be pushing against this. This is stupid. What are they doing? Man, Floyd's taking this risk. They're almost 50. They're going to say everything that needs to be said. But then guess what? Everybody's going to tune in and watch this one. The same thing happened when Mike fought Jake. It was like, what is this? Doesn't make sense. I can't believe it. I know people personally have said, I'm boycotting.
Joe Rogan and Shakur Stevenson both agree that Floyd Mayweather remains extremely sharp even in recent sparring sessions. They mention that his timing, reflexes, and defensive abilities are still at an elite level, showing years of disciplined training and unmatched experience. According to them, Mayweather's ability to read opponents, avoid punches, and control the pace of a fight gives him a strong advantage over most challengers, including Manny Pacquiao. Both commentators expressed doubt that Pacquiao can overcome Mayweather's precision and strategy, emphasizing that age has not reduced Floyd's effectiveness in the ring. Their views reinforce the idea that Mayweather's legacy as one of boxing's greatest remains strong and that this matchup will test Pacquiao more than it challenges Floyd.
They're going to do that on Netflix.
Floyd.
I think that's still a high-level fight, though. That's what I love about it, because I think Manny is still a high-level fighter. And Floyd, even in these exhibitions that he's been doing,
He looking good, huh?
He looks great, man. He looks great in sparring. You see him in sparring, like, good Lord, man.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like he's lost a step.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't see Manny being able to beat Floyd Mayweather. Like, I don't see it. I think Manny looked solid his last fight with Barrios, but I just don't see Floyd losing. Like, I think it's some guys that he could come back today in the sport of boxing and fight.
Yeah, I think so.
Like guys
even
like
though he's
Barrios,
46. Yeah, right.
I think he would
light Barrios up.
Yeah.
Teddy Atlas highlights the contrasting styles and physical traits of Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. He explains that Mayweather is naturally larger, which gives him advantages in strength and reach inside the ring. However, Pacquiao's speed, agility, and high work rate make him a dangerous opponent, particularly against someone less active. Atlas stresses that Mayweather's extended period of inactivity could impact his timing and stamina. While Pacquiao's constant movement and quick combinations could open opportunities, he still recognizes Floyd's experience, defensive skills, and ring intelligence as key elements that could neutralize Pacquiao's aggression. Atlas presents the fight as a classic battle of size and experience against speed and non-stop activity.
All right, so that's number one. The number two was who's got less miles on the old domino. And because of the defensive style of Mayweather, I gave a check to Mayweather having the edge here. I mean, besides the Marquez fights, Pacquiao's been in some tough fights, right? Reflexes and timing and other boxing elements. Well, I gave the check to Pacquiao. You know, at least he's had some fights, or at least one real fight, you know, Barrios recently. And yeah, Mayweather's fresher, but inactivity could affect his timing, especially early in the fight. So next one, power. Well, the guy who's always been the naturally better puncher, not the naturally bigger guy though, so that equals it out a little bit even.
Wade Plemons recently expressed concerns about streaming platforms promoting fights involving older boxing legends. According to Plemons, events hosted on platforms like Netflix often prioritize entertainment appeal and commercial gain rather than the long-term well-being of the sport. He explained that while legendary fighters built remarkable reputations during their prime, bringing them back to compete long after that peak can create a different perception for younger audiences who never witnessed them at their best. Plemons believes these fights are mainly driven by business incentives. The massive audience, sponsorship agreements, and worldwide streaming exposure make such events highly profitable. Fans remain interested in seeing how legends like Floyd Mayweather Jr. perform at an older age, which naturally draws huge attention.
Things that people want to see, grabbing attention when procuring sports for their platform. You don't see Netflix going out, no offense to, smaller events in boxing or MMA or really anything, but you don't see Netflix going out and grabbing, a regular fight night to put on their platform. You don't see Netflix going out and showcasing high school football or even college football. You see them going after the biggest and most watched events they can possibly make. And I think, again, that's a good thing that boxing is included in it at all, right? You're seeing these exhibitions with Jake, and you're seeing the Mike Tyson-Jake Paul fight, and those do bring a ton of audience. Whether you like the fights or not, they do. And again, it brings more people to the sport. Do I wish that more people came to the sport for championship bouts between guys like Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson, or that we could showcase the Ring 4 card on Netflix for David Benavidez and Anthony Yard and Devin Haney and Brian Norman Jr.? Of course.
However, Plemons argues that the continued focus on returning legends can overshadow rising talents who are actively shaping boxing's future. He believes that while nostalgia attracts viewers and builds excitement, the sport would gain more by promoting fighters currently in their prime whose performances are defining the next generation. Plemons emphasizes that respecting past champions is essential for boxing's legacy and culture, but relying on them repeatedly for major events risks slowing the sport's progress and shifting focus away from new talent. In his view, supporting active emerging fighters ensures steady growth, keeps fans engaged with modern competition, and balances appreciation for legends with the sport's long-term development and evolution.
To get it in front of a massive audience to then have that trickle-down effect to the people that come for the Mike Tyson-Jake Paul, the Jake Paul Gervonta Davis, the Floyd Mayweather Manny Pacquiao, 16 years after it happened, or even the Crawford-Canelo fight, and hold on to as many of those people as possible that are interested in this sport, and in that way, again, everyone eats, and I think it is good for boxing. Now, you're always going to have this discussion of like, what's better for the sport? Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? You're going to have people that go, no, I don't want to see this because they're two legends and are going to look like lesser versions of themselves than we remembered, and in that way it may hurt their legacy. I'm not one of those people. I can separate the best from when they were the best to what they are now, and if these guys were, Floyd's close to 50, he might be 50 at this point, I don't even know. This is going to be a lesser version of that, but it's not like, someone in their 60s doing this, or even Mike in his late 50s doing this. And even then, I could separate like Jake Paul beating Mike Tyson in a pro bout.
Tim Bradley reflects on the upcoming fight between Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, recognizing the reality of the situation. He says, "It's a sad thing, but it is what it is." He points out that despite public opinion, the fight is taking place for clear reasons. Bradley explains that Mayweather would not enter the ring unless he truly believed he could beat Pacquiao. He describes Mayweather as sensitive and somewhat insecure, noting that the former champion always wants to have an edge. Bradley mentions that Mayweather watched Mario Barrios' loss to Ryan Garcia, which gave him confidence, believing he is better than Barrios. Mayweather feels his experience, hand speed, and discipline still allow him to defeat Pacquiao, even as he approaches 50 years of age.
Money, that's why. All the rumors are true. It's a sad thing, but it is what it is. But it is what it is. And you know one more thing. Mayweather, if Mayweather didn't believe that he can beat Manny Pacquiao, he wouldn't be in the ring with him. And you know Mr. Sensitive, I love Mayweather, but let's keep it a buck. Oh, he's sensitive as hell. Not only is he sensitive, the man, he's insecure like hell. He's insecure, and he gotta have a leg up on your ass. And he saw the Barrios fight, and Barrios just got smashed by Ryan Garcia. And then now, he like, well, Barrios is all right. I'm better than Barrios. And even though I'm damn near 50, I'm still better than Barrios. My exhibitions, I know I can still do this. That's what he thinking. He like, I still can do this. I can beat Manny Pacquiao. I saw what Barrios did to him. So that's the reason why this fight is happening. The rumors are damn true. It's sad, but it is what it is. And you know what? The money right now for content is crazy. Netflix is paying for any type of great ass content, man. If you seen the change with Netflix, man, I almost canceled my damn subscription with Netflix because I got sick and tired of seeing the same boring ass shit on Netflix. And now they got this woman in place now, and she's seeking out, and she want the best of the best content. You know, they got podcasts and stuff all on Netflix now. I mean, it has grown crazy. So, you know, Jake Paul opened up the Netflix avenue. Yeah, he opened.
Bradley also points out the role of modern platforms like Netflix, explaining that the streaming service now looks for premium content and is ready to invest in it. He credits Jake Paul for creating a pathway that allows older legends like Mayweather and Pacquiao to return and showcase themselves again, making the opportunity financially beneficial. While Bradley appreciates that legends are receiving this chance, he personally believes the timing is late. Still, he predicts that the fight will attract massive global interest. In his opinion, although everyone will watch, Pacquiao does not have the ability to defeat Mayweather at this stage.